What's up, awesome YouTubers? Ride1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you all. I hope you're all doing well out there. And today I'm here to record a Halloween video. So happy Halloween to you all. And I'm going to show you a brand new collection overview of my horror movie collection. So I'm going to show off the main shelf. I also want to go over my DVD collection and also my Steelbooks. So you guys get to see all of that. All of you get to see all that. And I hope you enjoy it. And I know it's been a while since my last video. I do apologize about that. I've just been busy. Life's been busy. But I promise I'm going to get back to making more videos. I have this side to show off. I have that side to show off. I want to do a brand new movie room tour at some point. So I want to show all that off in a video for you all. I'm going to show you the Halloween decorations right now while I have them up. Because again, it's Halloween. Spooky season. And I can't believe it's almost over. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go through every one of these titles. Of course, I'll do an overview so y'all see what I have. But I want to do something a little bit different this year. I want to focus on this shelf. I want to focus on my horror movie steelbooks and my DVDs and show you everything that I have horror movie physical media wise. Besides my VHS collection, which is boxed up right now, you're going to see everything else. So enjoy it. I love you all. Let's get started, everybody. Alright, so this is the main horror movie shelf, but before I get to that, I do have my own little Arrow video section over here. So you're going to see some horror movie titles in there, like Hellraiser, House, The Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left, so many there. Psycho, American Werewolf in London, Children of the Corn. And the way I have the box sets is you have Arrow, and then you go up here, we have Second Sight, going into Scream Factory titles. That keeps going until you get to Vinegar Syndrome, 88 films, the Urban Legend Trilogy box set. And then these are just some other random box sets and special editions that I have. So very cool there. Above there, we got some posters. The Ring and My Bloody Valentine. Some pictures with John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis years ago. The Halloween Digibook. And I do have some Halloween DVD editions here as well. So now going on to the main shelf. The way I have them is I just actually organized this last week, but I used to have it to where it went up, down, and then it would be like M through the rest. But I decided to go across this time. I like it better, it looks better, and when I'm going through movies, I'm not having to like go through this side, go all the way down, and then, you know, be at the ends there. So they are not separated in boutique titles. So they are just all in alphabetical order, starting with numbers. We have 10 to Midnight, 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, 30 Days of Night, the 47 Meters Down movies, 100 Feet, 1408. Then you go through the A's, and I'll show you everything that I've bought this year. I think that's what I'm going to do, and you're going to see everything else as well. So if you have questions, please let me know. But I picked up Abigail this year, one of my favorites of the year. We had Amityville, the Amityville horror remake come out from Scream Factory. Great Scream Factory release. Just some thrillers mixed in there as well, so you're going to see the Basic Instinct movies. Anything horror movie related comedy, you'll see, you know, things like Beetlejuice in here. And again, I'll show you things that I've picked up this year once I go through them. I believe I purchased this, I want to say this year, the beginning of the year, the Blob, or yes, I did purchase it in the beginning of the year. So the Blob on 4K is brand new to the collection this year. The Boogans on 4K. I believe the Burning was last year. I don't think I got it this year. I want to say I got it last year, but if not, I got the Burning this year. The Carrie remake. This one's grown on me quite a bit. I'm a big fan of it now. So, upgraded that on 4K. I have the rest on 4K I have the rest from Scream Factory in the franchise. So, I wanted to grab that one, and it looked great. Got the Child's Play movies. I picked these up last year, but I do love those slips and how it looks. The Child's Play remake. I did pick that one up this year as well. I'm a big fan of that. I loved it in theaters, and I still love it now. I believe Cobweb was another one that came out on Blu-ray this year. Great movie. I didn't watch it this October. However, this has a great October Halloween atmosphere to it. And I was a big fan of that movie. So I'll definitely rewatch it sometime soon. I just did not get around to it this October. Alright, so you'll see that I'm in the C's now. So if I forget to mention when I, get to the A's, B's, or whatnot, just know that it is kind of going as the video's going. So we're in the C's, and what did I pick up this year? I picked up the overseas edition of The Crow, City of Angels. Not technically a horror movie, but it has horror movie elements into it. And so I picked that one up. Rewatched it. I think it's great. It's not the original, but I still think it's a great movie. Cujo, I want to say I picked it up this year. I think it came out last year, but I picked it up this year at some point. So got that one on 4K. Cutting Class was another one that I picked up this year. I think Dawn of the Dead was this year, maybe. Some of these releases, they do blend in together, so I might have got them last year. But anyway, just going through the collection, letting you all see the updated movie collection. I have gotten rid of some stuff too. I used to have the Purge movies. I rewatched the first two movies, and I'm not a fan anymore. So I got rid of those. And, if you've seen titles from previous videos of mine that I don't have anymore, it's just because I've upgraded the collection, I like to buy things, but I also like to get rid of things, because if I don't watch it, it doesn't need to be in the collection. So I want to say I got this one this year, in the beginning of the year, maybe last year. However, this is that Scream Factory release of Dolls. At one point, I think it was Orbit DVD had this used for $30. And it was long out of print at the time, so it's still out of print. And I wanted to grab that and add that to the collection. It's a great movie. Don't Look Now. Where's that at? Don't Look Now. I picked up this release for like $9. So I grabbed that. I think, yeah, Dress to Kill was last year. I got that one. But yeah, as you can see, it has grown. It's changed. I've gone a lot of different things over the past year. And, I like to say, like, the past year, but we're like, we're close to the end of the year. I can't believe it's already at the end of October. But this year, this is stuff that I picked up this year. So not this past year, but this year. Now you see we're going into the Fs. This is one of my favorites of the year, and so I picked it up. The First Omen. Grabbed that one on Blu-ray. This was an awesome upgrade. The Friday the 13th remake, looked amazing, sounded amazing. Highly impressed with it. Actually was kind of shocked at how good it looked. Arrow Video does an excellent job. But this is a film, sort of modern day movie. And I thought the Blu-ray looked fine. The, Blu-ray that came out 15 years ago. But this was such an upgrade, and I loved it. I hear it's going out of print, so if you find it, grab it. Funeral Home. I think this one was the beginning of the year. I reviewed it. Great movie. Great Blu-ray. Such an improvement over the old DVD release and, the bootlegs that were out at, the convention circuits back in the day. But definitely a great release. I think, let's see, Ghoulies. This is brand new this year to the collection on 4K. Love the 4K. I love Ghoulies. I know some people do not like this. I'm a big fan of this movie. I grew up with it, love it, and, I love the first 3 movies, so I grabbed this overseas release this year as well with Ghoulies 2 and 3. I love Ghoulies 2. I really love Ghoulies 3. And it's a region-free release, so if you can find it, pick it up. Some more releases. Like you see, we're going into the H's now. And this is stuff that I've had within the past, years past. Where I was going with that. I've had these for a long time. But yeah. Excited for Howling 2 on 4K. Haven't got it yet, but I will be picking it up. I think this one is brand new this year. Again, I could be wrong. I think it came out this year. I Still Know You Did Last Summer. Picked it up right away. Love the first movie. Love the second movie. And I think they both look great on 4K. So, very cool there. Again, nothing else new there, but a lot of awesome titles. So, in the J's, well, there's 2 that definitely pop out for me. I picked up Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge. I love the transfers. If y'all want to see, a more, better review of the movies, I do have a video up on the channel. It's videos down, but definitely check it out if you want to hear my more, in-depth thoughts on those 4Ks and also the James Cameron 4Ks. And then this one, it's not a brand new title this year, but I picked it up towards the beginning of the year. It follows on 4K. Looking forward to the sequel. And then nothing new here. Actually, my buddy Lewis picked this one up for me. The Last House on the Left remake on 4K from Arrow Video. Leviathan is a brand new one this year. Love this movie. Great movie. 2 movies here. Lisa Frankenstein and Longlegs. I picked those up. I think I got this one this year. Lord of Illusion. This is the Umbrella release, which has the director's cut and theatrical cut on Blu-ray, plus a ton of bonus features, so that's pretty cool there. And the rest are, stuff that I've had before. Some of these titles you'll see, I have a movie called Marrowbone. Got it pretty cheap at Big Lots. I haven't watched it yet, but I picked those up this year as well. And then I picked this one up as well, Mayhem, which I've heard is great. And Big Lots had it for $5.99. Alright, so upgraded this one this year, the Midnight Movie. Great slasher from 2008. And still have the DVD with the cool slipcover, lenticular slipcover. But that and another movie, they were $4.99 altogether or at Big Lots. So, in a pack. Great deal. Some other titles. I think the Monster Squad is brand new from this year. At least that when I picked it up. Love the Monster Squad. And then some more titles there. Needful Things is an upgrade. Has the director's cut. Very cool. Night of the Demons. They're not new this year, but I'm watching them, of course. And you gotta watch them in October. I love them. And then Night Swim, which, Hot Topic. I don't like to say that Hot Topic thing, but yeah, hot take, that's what it is. But, you know, I really enjoyed it. I know it got a lot of hate, but, you know, for what it is, I had a blast with it, and, you know, just really enjoyed that movie a lot. And nothing new here. A lot of the same stuff from previous years, except for Pet Sematary Bloodline. I loved it. I know it got a lot of hate, but I had a great time with it. I thought it was, you know, a great movie. Great movie. I want to say Piranha was this year, but I think it was last year that I got that. Some more titles. I think Pray for the Devil was a movie. Did I get this one last year or this year? I can't remember, but again, I really enjoyed that movie. I was not expecting to enjoy it at all, and had a great time with it. Sometimes you just, you know, they're not like perfect scripts or anything, but you just find movies that are just great, and I found it very entertaining. Pumpkinhead was brand new that I got this year, and yeah, I love that movie. Great 4K release. Again, nothing really new here as far as what I got this year, but a lot of great titles. Rosemary's Baby on 4K was something I picked up recently for $14.99 at Barnes & Noble, so that was a great deal. And then my Saw movies with those really cool Saw slipcovers of the first 7 movies. Saw 10 was one that I bought this year, and I loved it. Loved the movie. I know it came out last October, but, you know, it came out on 4K the beginning of the year, and I loved it. Great movie. See, I don't like the Purge movies very much anymore. That's why I don't own them. But I still love the Saw movies. That's a franchise I still love. I think the Purge, they're just really hard for me to watch sometimes. I don't know why. And then, you know, these are new, but the Scream movies. I love the Scream franchise. I think The Seduction is one that I bought this year because it was going out of print. And I loved it. Little underrated gem, and I thought it was great. Or it is a great movie. And then Silence of the Lambs on 4K. My buddy Doug got that one for me this year. And then we keep going. Nothing new here that I bought this year. I think Silver Bullet I got for Christmas last year, but I watched it in the beginning of the year, and that looked great. Big fan of that 4K release. Species 2 and the other Species movies. I picked them up this year. Actually, Species 2 came out this year on 4K. I loved that movie. Loved the first one. Loved the second one. Just blockbuster days renting the movies. And then Species 3 and Species 4. I've yet to watch them, but I knew I was getting Species 2 on 4K. And I wanted to get the others. And I think it was $30 plus $10 shipping on eBay. They came in great condition. And now they're going for almost $100. This edition of Species 3 and 4. So glad I got it when I did. The Strangers on 4K. This is definitely new, and I love the 4K release. Again, like with Friday the 13th, it surprised me at how awesome it looked. Like, it looked better than even the previous Scream Factory Blu-ray. And I was a big fan of that one. Strangers Chapter 1, not the biggest fan the first time I saw it. I need to rewatch it. However, I'm a completist, so I grabbed it. And I saw the trailer for Chapter 2, and I gotta say, it even looked better than Chapter 1's trailer. So I'm curious to see where it's gonna go. Maybe I'll be more of a fan of this when I rewatch it. However, Chapter 2 looks great, so I'm hoping it's going to be great. I like where they're going with it. You know, Chapter 1 was definitely a reboot. Chapter 2 looks like it's going to be its own thing, and I love that. My favorite one in the franchise, though, is Strangers Pray at Night. I think that is still fantastic today. I want to say I got the Subspecies movies this year, but I think I got them last year. Watched them, though, this year, and they're great movies. Some of them were first-time watches for me. So I have to get the rest of the franchise at some point. Nothing new as we go along, but we will continue. But here is the rest of the collection. I did do like a slipcover thing. I have the Vinegar Syndrome release underneath the Scream Factory slipcover because I just love that artwork so much. But the movie looks and sounds amazing on 4K. Vinegar Syndrome did such an excellent job with that release. Very happy with it. I just want to give a shout out to this. Get your hands on this if you find it. This is out of print now. The unrated Canadian Blu-ray release is out of print. And for the longest time, I was skeptical to get this because I thought it was just labeled unrated, but it was going to be the theatrical cut because I really didn't hear too many reviews on it. And then one day somebody was talking about it and they said this was the unrated cut. And I went and I bought it for $9, and I'm glad I did. Because like this and Black Christmas from 2006, these Blu-rays are out of print. And if you get your hands on them, pick them up. If you can find them for a great price, I highly recommend it. Maybe you'll be at like, you know, a half-price Books or something. If you see that release, if you're a fan of the movie, and if you want it unrated on Blu-ray, pick it up. I think there's a difference. There's definitely some scenes where kills kind of drag out a little bit longer. They're a little bit longer than they are in the theatrical cut. And then there's some scenes that you could definitely tell that they added back in the movie. And it's my preferred way to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. And we got some more titles here. I will definitely be upgrading these at some point. I want to get this at $66. I just don't know. I just don't know. And I'm happy with this until maybe possibly in the future we get a standard release. Who knows if we will, but $66, that just, I don't know. I just want the movie on 4K. I'm glad we're getting it. Just want the movie on 4K. And, you know, I want to upgrade the Arrow release of this awesome anthology movie. Just haven't got it yet. And then the rest are pretty much the same. Nothing new in this area there. Alright, now we're at the very bottom shelf. And I went to Scarefest recently. Upgraded this. Dark Sky Films was there, and they had Blu-rays for... A lot of their Blu-rays were $10. And Willow Creek is an underrated found footage movie. I love it. And I had the DVD for the longest time. So I finally got the Blu-ray for a great price. Everything else is the same. There's nothing really new here. Except for this release right here. And this was the latest pickup I got. And that is Maxine on 4K. Again, another one of my favorite movies of the year, and one of my favorite horror movies of the year. So, just a great trilogy altogether. I'll kind of just display these. I love the X trilogy. I have them together. I know, you know, it's X, Pearl, and Maxine, but I didn't want to separate these, and I call it the X trilogy. And, you know, Ty West is back, man. I love it. Love Ty West. And then these are some double features and triple features that I've gotten throughout the years. Nothing new there. And this is just a quick shot of some Halloween editions that I have on DVD and on Blu-ray and 4K there. And then there is my Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street VHS box set, which that's the only box set, or that's one of the rare few VHS tapes that I still have, you know, displayed in the collection. But I love that set. I love that and the DVD set. So this area is quite dark, so I'm not really going to go into detail too much of the Steelbooks that I have. But I have like the most, I would say, if not all of the Scream Factory Steelbooks that we have so far as the 4K Steelbooks and Blu-ray Steelbooks go. So I have the 4K Steelbooks there, you know, like Carrie, Army of Darkness, The Fog, Darkman, Child's Play, Killer Clowns, and They Live, and the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And then the rest are the Scream Factory Steelbooks. I also have the, so far, the Universal Monster movies that we've gotten on 4K Steelbooks from Walmart. So I'm looking forward to the rest at some point. Hopefully they release them. But then more of the Steelbooks from Scream Factory. And then they go, you know, in alphabetical order, the Steelbooks that I have. So very cool there. And then again, some Halloween titles like Hocus Pocus. Not technically a horror movie, but it's there. So very cool. In the corner, you really can't see it, is the It Steelbooks. And then we got some more here. I got 2 copies of Lords of Salem on Steelbook. This one was just like $5 in a bin, factory sealed. Maybe one day I'll give that away in a contest, but, you know, I have both. I have the same Steelbook, just one's open and one's not open. And then we got the rest of my Steelbook horror movie collection, and this is a brand new pickup, and that is Wolf Creek, or brand new this year for me. And finally happy to have a US Blu-ray. At least the unrated cut on Blu-ray. Alright. So, here are the DVDs on horror movie DVDs in my collection. Some I definitely have on Blu-ray and 4K, but there is something nostalgic to have these on DVD. So I have them on DVD. This is my Stephen King collection, so those aren't in technical alphabetical order, but, you know, I like having my Stephen King stuff together. The Stepford Wives, the original on DVD. Where is our Blu-ray or 4K release? But very cool, and that is the DVD, horror movie DVD part of the collection. Except for these box sets here, which I have as well. Bam! Okay, so that is the collection, everybody, for the horror movie collection and the Steelbooks and DVDs. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to wish you all a happy Halloween 2024, and I'll definitely be back soon, and you'll see more videos from me. But anyway, much love to you all. Y'all are amazing. Y'all rock. And remember to always be yourself, because that's the most important thing. I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you later. So in with the positive, and out with the negative. Bye, everybody.